Welcome to Homebrew Wednesday. I'm going to try to go through some of the beers and cider and stuff that I've brewed. And some of this has been bottled for a while. This is the cherry wheat. Yeah, can't really see what color it is. So we're just going to see basically how it's changed. And I'll have to go back and look and see what the date was that I actually bottled this. And let's stop there. You can see this is a very beautiful color. I will say that much. Pretty well carbonated, not too bad. But I think I actually get more of a cherry smell to it now than I did when I brewed it. But I'm just going to kind of run through several of these beers probably pretty quick. It's better than it was. The flavors have kind of blended on this. This has probably been bottled 6 months, 9 months. I really don't know. I'll have to look it up. At first I thought that the cherry was just a little bit sharp on this. Pretty tangy. But now it's actually mellowed out quite a bit. It's a lot smoother and more fluid. That's a good word, fluid. Pretty good now. I didn't particularly care for it to begin with, but it's actually turned out to be pretty decent. I think this one would be a really good one if I were to brew this again. I think I would probably actually put this on some oak, because I think with the combination of the cherries, it's almost kind of a lactic taste, because I guess because of the being a wheat beer, it's got kind of a wheat beer taste. Kind of the tanginess, but it's also got the subtle cherry flavor, and I think this on oak would be really nice. And I think maybe Arrogant Bastard Ale had mentioned that, so. And almost more does remind me of a Belgian now, so. Anyway, I think the next one we're going to try is going to be sparkling cider, which I think is actually more a version of Edward's apple wine. I tweaked the recipe just a little bit so it's not exactly apple wine. So we'll do that one next. By the time I'm done with 2 or 3 of these, I'll probably be shit-faced because I think the apple wine is pretty high ABV on that one. So we'll be back. We'll finish this up and we will come back. Alright, now we have the sparkling cider, which really isn't sparkling at all. I don't know why I put that on there. And it's like I said, this is more like Edward's apple wine. Let's see. And it's not gonna be carbonated. And this one's probably been bottled for, oh gosh, let's see. Let's see how clear this is. This one's probably been bottled for a year. So, not really much of a smell. Doesn't have the smell like the apple cider does. Dry. Really dry. That to me reminds me more of a really dry white wine. I know they talk about how many people has brewed this or made this. Would I do it again? No. Even though it has rave reviews from everybody, it's just not something that I would do again. I mean, it's alright. But you win some, you lose some. Try experiments. Try different stuff. You know. You find out what you like and what you don't like. So, I don't know if I'll finish that one because I just really don't care for dry white wine type stuff. And that's too much what it reminds me of. It just doesn't have enough apple flavor for me. So, anyway, let's move on to alcoholic beverage number 3. So we'll be right back. Let me go get it. Alright, we are back. This time I have the Cider 2.0. Thought I had some of the original one left, but apparently not. And this is going to be another one that's not carbonated at all. Not really any no sediment. And it's a little bit darker color than the apple wine. You can smell apples in this one. It's pretty good. I think between the original apple cider that I did and then I upped, I think it was the concentrate and the sugar actually in this one, that I'm going to have to find a happy medium between the two. Between the first one I made and this one. This one's pretty good, but it almost has an artificial taste at the end of it. It's pretty sweet. And the other one was a little too tart, but this one's almost just a little too sweet. So between, I think I put, was it 1 cup of sugar maybe in the other one and 1.5 cups or something in the little gallon batches that I did. I'd actually have to go back and look. But I'm going to have to find a happy medium between the two of those. Not bad. It does have some stuff, because I did, I believe, put some cinnamon in this one. Cinnamon sticks. I mean, it actually drinks pretty good. I would like to be able to figure out how to get it sparkling. I think I'd like it better if it was. So I think that carbonation would help move the sweetness a little bit. A lot of big bales of hay. But it's not bad. So like I said, I'm going to have to find a happy medium between the two, so. Can you believe mosquitoes out here already? Lots of Easter Day traffic. So, not too bad. So, what do you say we move on to alcoholic beverage number 4? We'll be back. Okay, this will be my last beer of the evening. I'm starting to feel a little tipsy. This is my Stoned IPA, which is the Stone clone that I did. Carbonation. This beer turned out pretty decent. To begin with, it was a little off balance. It needed a little something, a little more sweet to it, because the hops were, even for a Stone clone, to me, was just a little over the top. I'm not sure. It's the carbonation on this thing. I don't know what it was. It was different about this beer versus any of the rest of them that I've made. But look at this. And this was a dry hopped beer. Now this one isn't the clearest one that I've had. I have had some that I swear looked just like a lager. I mean, they were that clear. But like I said, it's got a heck of a head on it. And a really nice pillowy head. It's like really like whipped cream. But since it has calmed down some, this is going to cloud it up. The yeast came up on that. Since this has been sitting for a while, the hops have kind of calmed down a little bit, but it's still not quite balanced. And I'll be the first one to admit it. It needed some more caramel grains or something in there. This is almost like meringue. The top of it is. But this is about, so like I said, this is my last one for the evening because this is about 8% alcohol in this one. Had a pretty good sized grain bill. But it is definitely hoppy. Like I said, if I do this again, I'm going to throw a little bit more caramel malt in there. Maybe some honey malt. But the hop bill and stuff I'd probably pretty much keep the same. Because the hop profile to me is pretty much dead on with what a stone tastes like. So like I said, this is my last one for the evening because I'm catching the buzz. 4 beers in about what? 20-25 minutes. So anyway, I will try to run all these videos together just for something for Homebrew Wednesday because I really don't have much going on right now. So we will do that, and stay tuned. I still have some more things I'm going to be doing. Maybe it'd take me a while to get around to it with because I'm working overtime and everything at work, and by the time I get home it's damn near 6 o'clock, 6:30, so doesn't leave a whole lot for anything to do in the evening. A lot of time. So anyway, stick around. I will be back with the other 4 or 5 beers or however many it is that I have. So we'll just combine them all in one big video. So catch you later. And here we are to continue our Homebrew Wednesday videos. And this beer is the Dead Ringer. And this is a good beer. I was very pleased with the kit. And it's from Northern Brewer. But kind of a coppery gold color. I didn't pour that real aggressively. It's got a very nice aroma to this. But cheers. For an IPA, I guess IPA, pale ale, I don't know. Highly recommend this one. This is really good. Very nice beer. I got this in the 1 gallon kit, and I would probably go ahead and do this in a 5 gallon. That's how much I actually liked this beer. So we have, I believe it's three more beers after this one. We'll see if I can't get them done tonight. No guarantees, but so cheers. I'm going to finish this off, and I'll be back with beer number 7, 8, 5, 4. Hell, I don't know. I think it's beer number 6, but I wouldn't swear to it. So anyway, we'll be back. Okay, here is our second beer of the evening. And these are actually all beers that I have in my refrigerator. Some of them I'm down to just a couple of bottles, but I just thought I'd run you through all these just for shits and giggles, just for fun more than anything. And to fill up a Homebrew Wednesday since I really don't have anything else going on. And we are revisiting the Caribou Slobber. Just so I can say that I gave it a fair shot, even after it aged for a while. So let's try this. I may have to say it's a nice looking beer. So let's try it. I mean, smell wise, it's got a nice smell to it. And like I said, I'm going to give it a fair shake since it's been sitting for, well, you've seen the last time I made a video on this. Let's give it a taste. What can I say? My opinion of this has not really changed, even though it's been sitting for a while. It's just really missing something. I don't know what it is. I know there was chocolate malt in this. It just really is lacking flavor, folks. I don't know what to tell you. This is, like I said, I know this kit got really good reviews, but my personal opinion, I wouldn't brew it again. So, yeah. This would probably have been a good one for the vinegar dump. I think I do have a couple more, so we'll do that one too. Oh, did I just say vinegar? Oops, my bad. So, let's go into the Irish Stout, which that one is my recipe. So, we'll be right back. Okay, here is the Irish Stout. Wrong glass, I realize that, but I'm using the same glass for all of them. This beer, let me back the camera out just a little. There we go. Okay. This beer is my pride and joy. This is my original recipe. I really like this beer. As a matter of fact, I've got another batch going right now. This could be a year-round beer for me. There are several of you out there that actually have this recipe, and if you have brewed it, let me know what you think, and if you think there could be any improvements or anything changed to this. I did it with the last batch that I did. I actually put some oats in it, and that's the first time I've done that, so we'll see how that one turns out. So, and with my stout, I always like to pour it very aggressively to force the carbonation out. So basically, like a Guinness, a stout is pretty much, the beer really doesn't have any carbonation to speak of, the actual beer itself. It's got a really nice head on it and everything, but there's no carbonation in the beer itself. That's why I like to pour this as aggressively as I can to force that carbonation up out of the beer, which gives you a really nice head on it. I could drink this all night long. This is really good. This is a very low alcohol beer. It's probably 4%, something like that. So like I said, I could probably drink 4 or 5 of these a night and not really feel much. And I don't brew my beer to get drunk. I know some people like to brew with high alcohol, but I prefer to brew my beer for the taste of it more than anything. That IPA I have, it's approaching 8%, and about 1 of those a night is all I want. And it's like I said, I could drink 3 or 4 of these easy. Mostly head. But I really do like this beer. So like I said, if you have brewed this with the recipe I gave you, please leave a comment below and let me tell me what you thought of the beer. So I have one more beer for later. I'm not going to drink it right now. I think I better eat something before I get a little too wasted. But it'll be the Arson Homebrew's Double Chocolate Stout. Okay, our last beer of the evening is the Double Chocolate Stout. So, I like glasses like this for this. generally drink this for a dessert beer. Now, like this, if I were to do something a little bit different, it is a kit beer. I would probably maybe put a little bit of oats in with this, and maybe also a little bit of lactose. But other than that, it's pretty good beer. So anyway, so that concludes all the beers that I've brewed that I actually have in my refrigerator right now. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this. Just going through my refrigerator just for fun. And cheers, 17, and happy Homebrew Wednesday. Bye guys.